Meet the Simbas. Bold, aggressive, and hungry to see Africa succeed. They are some of Southern Africa's finest industry leaders who started off with nothing. Chamo Chiwanza, the local maverick, has companies in security, real estate, and transport, to name a few. Ritesh Anand is a leading global fund manager with over 15 years of investment experience. Florence Ziyumbe, a successful corporate lawyer and one of the first women to have her own legal firm in Zimbabwe. Nigel Chanakira, he is the fearless executive chairman of Success Motivation Institute. Gary Thompson, today he's one of the biggest names in marketing and advertising in Zimbabwe. 2 innovators, 5 Simbas. If their pitch is compelling enough, they walk away with a life-changing deal. If not, they leave with nothing.
My name is Milton from Higher Technology. I'm excited to meet the Simbas. I know what I want, and hoping to come back to you and tell you that I got it. Good afternoon, Simbas. My name is Milton from Higher Technology. It's Higher Technology, we're an ICT company that focuses on giving our clients systems that make them work more efficiently and effectively. We offer digital signage systems. Right now we've gotten into a few banks and financial institutions. We offer customer feedback terminals and then custom software development. This afternoon we'll be presenting on shelf edge displays. You know, when you drive around or when you read the newspaper, you see a lot of advertisements and more information on products and brands. But all the advertising that's happening even on social media is around the person making the decision. It's not at the point of decision making. Now when someone is standing in front of the shelves, all they can see are different brands for the same kind of product. But what is supposed to influence their decision at present is a small shelf talker that really pretty much all it says is a price, and maybe that if you buy 2 of these you can enter a promotion or something. So really there's nothing to influence a decision at the point of decision making. Statistics say that 85% of all purchase decisions are made in front of the shelf. So this afternoon we present to you the digital shelf talkers. So now when someone stands in front of the shelf, they encounter this, they're trying to decide which bottle of water should I pick, and then that display influences their decision. This is video and audio, so it has the ability to connect with someone, make an emotional connection with someone, and ultimately influence their decision of what to purchase. Our customers are the brand manufacturers, the brand custodians, the distributors. So what we will do is we will lease these out to the different brands for different periods of time, and then they can put these right in front of their product. Our entry strategy is that there are a lot of promotions that happen in retail supermarkets. In fact, from mid-April, there are almost every second month there's another promotion that's being started. So our entry strategy is to go in and partner with these retail chains that have these promotions. What you'll find is that there are less and less companies that are engaging for these promotions, because at the end of the day, they are not recovering what they put in. They put in money to buy a car, but they are not quite recovering what they'll have put in. This will definitely help more than just the shelf talker. This will definitely help them recover what they put in. So one of the retail chains opens their promotion in mid-April. They've got 43 outlets, and then they've got at least 40 participating brands. That's more than 1,600 potential lease sites for this device. On average, there are 3,000 products or brands that are sold in Zimbabwe in 210 major supermarkets. So that really presents a big market for this product. Now, for us to start this, we've chosen the route of starting with 150 devices, which really for this promotion that starts represents about 10% of the potential market. So what we've done is we've started very conservative, and for us to initially roll this out, we need an investment of 36,800. Okay. At present, we have a proven track record with digital signage. So this is just us expanding. We've been in digital signage for more than 5 years now. So this is us expanding. We already have a name in the market when it comes to different solutions when it comes to digital signage. The growth of this is on a conservative level. We've gone with 150 devices to start. In year 2, we want to grow that to 220 from buying more devices from the revenue that comes in, and then in year 3, 300 devices. Our revenue in year 1 will be 40,500, year 2, 96,500, and in year 3, 131,000. Our expenses, our running costs include powering these devices, because most supermarkets don't have power at the shelves. We've got a power solution for that. We've got technicians who will be going around making sure that they are always on, administration, marketing. And in year 1, our costs will be 25,778. Year 2, 47,532, and 60,010 in year 3. Now, our estimated profit for year 1 will be 2021. Year 2, 11,440.
Take it easy on that. Go back on the year 1.
Year 1, 2021.
That's profit.
Yes. Year 1 profit. Year 2, 11,442. Year 3, 20,362. Our return on investment over the 3 years will be at 82%. And then we plan on, because of the investment, we plan on paying out a dividend in year 2 and year 3, and that will be an 11,000 dividend. So what we are offering is 10% for an investment of 31,600. We will put in the balance of the investment. Thank you. If there are any questions, I'll gladly answer them.
Great, Jay, why don't we start off? How have you done over the last 5 years? Tell me about the other businesses that you're involved in.
Okay. Well, what we've offered is a digital signage system that allows financial institutions, or even rather organizations that have many branches, to control what's shown on their screens from a central location. At present, we've gotten into 2 financial institutions, done their whole branch networks. We've just finished a proof of concept, should be starting another project in the next 30 days, and then another 2 projects in the remainder of the year. Customer feedback terminals that I mentioned, we introduced those at the back end of last year. We just completed one with one bank here, and we've got some proof of concepts that are happening.
Can I take a look at it?
Sure.
Show us how it works. I mean, I was waiting for you to actually let it talk and, convince us, but all you did was uncover it, and so I'm left messed with. It's a little TV. What does it do?
It will play video and audio. With that one, you can see that it has the red button that's flashing there.
This is so heavy, it'll fall off the shelf.
No, because of the way it will be mounted, it won't fall off the shelf. And why that one is so heavy is because it's got 8 batteries in there. When we install in the supermarkets, we won't have those batteries. We'll have batteries that will last for 24 hours so that we don't consistently have to be changing the batteries.
So do you use this gadget to promote just one brand, or are you going to install software to promote a number of brands?
What we will do is it will promote one brand, because it's right in front of the shelf. So right now it's promoting this brand of water. So if another brand also wants to promote, they put it right by their shelf, because this is meant to influence your decision right where you... Yeah, like I said, it's the batteries that we put in just for the purpose of this presentation.
I'm Milton.
Hi, Gary.
Seeing your brand around you, definitely the embodiment of new energetic business. Just a question, with dealings with banks, doing so many different banks, how come you haven't gotten there for finance and not have to give up 10%?
Well, I came here because I feel like if I go to a bank, all I'm going to get is money. And I feel like coming here and even speaking to you, Gary, I feel like there's value that I can extract from working with a Simba rather than a bank. Besides the money. The money is good, but...
Okay, Milton, here's the deal.
Coming up after the break.
I think, you know what, you need to be realistic if you want to excite someone to become part of your business.
I'm very interested in this business, but your figures, like what Florence says, they appear ridiculous.
I think this is a discussion, so we can also hear what you're saying.
Milton has a thriving digital signage company. He's introducing an exciting new product line, but he needs the Simbas to give him $31,000 in exchange for a 10% stake. The Simbas are hungry for the deal on the table, but will Milton take the bait and compromise on his valuation?
Why are you leaving us out of your proven businesses so that we can hedge this one, which is a bit of a, we're not sure, you're not sure. So you want to risk my money, give me a little, 10% of the action. I want it all. I want to play in your history so that there's some traction. If this thing tanks, I just want to be somewhere as well. You want to leave me out in the cold, you've used my money, and then voila, you're gone.
Not only that, but the rate of return is extremely low. Because you pump in 30,000, you will see it maybe in year 5 in terms of getting it back.
Okay, well, just to answer your first question, in terms of why just this product, we know that this will work. This has worked in many other countries, and even what we've done is we've already begun to go out to the different brand custodians to speak to them about this, and there's been quite a lot of interest, even regionally. In Malawi, there's also been a bit of interest. So why we are coming with that, just this, is because we see that this is an opportunity where we really need, or rather we would be able to do more with the help of a Simba.
Milton,
Yes.
2021 in first year,
Yes.
profit for 36,800. That's ridiculous.
Now what you'll find is that this has been, like I said, very conservative projections. And the reason why is because we don't expect to hit 100% capacity. But we also don't want to promise the world. You put in 36,000 thinking that I'm going to get, so much profit. This, to be quite honest, this is really us under promising, but with a high expectation of over delivery.
But why are you not scaling it up? I mean, for instance, your projections for year 2 and 3, they're still very conservative. Why?
Well, the reason that we look, like I said, the ideal, what would have wanted is to start with 1,500 devices. But we realized, like he's just said, that this is something that you don't have the confidence as much as we do that this will grow. So our commitment is to work and to grow this.
Milton,
Yes.
$36,800 is going to buy devices.
Yes.
These devices are going to be owned by Higher Technology.
Yes.
Basically, the business is to lease the devices to these corporates.
Well, the lease is as per a requirement. It can stretch from a month to 3 months. Remember, these are
How much do you pay per month?
For this one, it's $45 per month, and for the cream, the one that you were holding, it's $60 a month.
So,
Milton, can I just throw you something? I think signage is going to go digital across board. I think we're migrating there. So I think that you're into a space that's in a tiny corner when the whole world's moving in that bigger direction. You're too smart to be in a corner, and the numbers don't add up. They don't give back any sense of excitement. But what would give excitement is, I know, for example, a number of parastatals that are sitting onto a huge volume of these digital pieces, but they can't manage it. So as a leasing group, you've got to get stock. And maybe you've got to set your sights into a couple of other areas that are far bigger in terms of billboards and other signage solutions. I don't think the margins are high here, but what we could bring to you is the software aspect, where you get the great creative now going out into points of sale that are not only at shelf space, but at street space and in other spaces, including corporate offices, where we come in with a full turnkey solution. Now that might be a bigger investment, but I think we've got to think bigger for you to get a better return. And
well,
for us to get a return.
the software we have that already, where you centrally manage, if that's what you're talking about. But
That
this,
and
that was,
creative, so that people can market what they're trying to be seen by.
let me be the first one to say, I'm very interested in this business. But your figures, like what Florence says, they appear ridiculous.
Okay.
At 36,800, that's a valuation of 368,000 for your business. Because you're offering 10%, isn't it?
No, 32,000 for 10%.
32,000. So you're valuing your business at 320,000.
Before it has even started. And it is just rending pieces of gadgets. I think, you know what, you need to be realistic if you want to excite someone to become part of your business. Because a 10% shareholding, it is so small. It doesn't give you board representation, doesn't give you any influence at all. I mean, I have no voting rights on that board. And even the amount of time you get from a Simba in terms of committing to that business will be minimal.
A 10%
You have to excite the Simba To the extent where the Simba says, hey, if we need to inject more capital, we'll do so. But for you to do that, there has to be something, some return for the Simba. And I think your offer as it stands, I'm out.
Look, I think this is a discussion. So we can also hear what you're saying, Gary. You spoke about providing this turnkey solution creative. What are you saying? You know,
I'm saying to you, every surface of every office, of every shelf space is your space.
Yeah.
And you need to go higher, just as your brand says. Number two, you've got to give the solution as a much bigger than a point of sale only. And I think that the numbers would then add up. But to help you leapfrog, we may need the participation of one or two players to start talking to other groups out there who bought technology not quite unlike this and who are not using it correctly. And then if we came into a proper leasing agreements and proper shareholding, we might make some money. So let's look at your percentages. Are you prepared to go up?
Yeah. Before we go there, Gary, Milton, I like you. I think you're smart. I think you're bright. I think you represent everything that's great about this country. I don't buy businesses. I back people. And I'm prepared to back you. Not in this specific business, but I'm prepared to back you across the businesses that you operate in. You can see that from a technology perspective, from a marketing perspective, you get it. What I see lacking is perhaps financial knowledge. Your valuation is ridiculous. I mean, $2,000 profit and I'm paying $360,000 valuation. It just makes no sense to me at all. So what I'm prepared to do is to offer you that business strategy and financial support just to help you not only grow this businesses, but to grow across the board in all of your businesses. So for that reason I'm in, but I'm not in this specific opportunity. I'm prepared to come in at top co level to help you to grow that.
Okay, he's looking for $32,000. And if he was in, you know, Milton, let me help you here. Let's structure a deal. So Milton turns it around. This is not going to fly, by the way, so let's forget about it. Let's put everything, you know, in the entire business. And from what I can gather, these guys would be looking for anything to the order of 25% in terms of equity. Is that something you're prepared to actually contemplate? You'll get your cash, but they also look at the other businesses, you know, in terms of valuation. Those businesses exist. They're profitable from what you told us. So are you prepared to give up 20?
Nigel,
let me finish. Let me land.
Before you land, I'm interested in this business. I'm not agreeing with you. I'm particularly...
Give him the money.
Exactly. I don't want to be interested in all other business. I think this is a brilliant idea. And personally, I want to give you 32,000.
Okay. Deal. Sign.
But 10%, are you out of your mind? What do you think I am? A donor? 60%. I take controlling stake. That's what I want. I want 60%. I fully fund this business. Deal or we break the deal.
Coming up after the break.
But you've got two partners on ready to drive it.
Come on, Cham, we're wearing similar shoes, man. Come on.
I like your shoes.
All right, so I like your shoes. That deal.
I want to give you 32,000.
Okay. Deal. Sign.
But 10%, are you out of your mind? What do you think I am? A donor? 60%. I take controlling stake. That's what I want. I want 60%. I fully fund this business. Deal or we break the deal.
Milton, you need a lawyer. Don't give up 60%.
Look, so on the 60%, all you're bringing is the money.
I'll bring the money.
So
That's what I'm good for.
okay,
So you have the management and you keep 40%.
And I've got friends like Nigel. So they will mention.
Chamu, let me throw you a counter offer. Let me come in at 10. You go down to 50. I take 10.
Yes.
But let me bring in, and if I don't deliver in a year, bigger markets, bigger sales, then I can be bought out or I can exit. We can have an exit strategy. But let's see if we can scale this business up, because I think he should be doing more than just point of sale.
Absolutely.
I think he should be full turnkey. I'm happy to get behind him for 10% so he doesn't lose any more percentage. You lose 10, I take 10.
Okay.
We see how that relationship goes.
I'm happy.
And
I'm still controlling.
give you a chance to come back, because I believe in him as much as the technology.
Yeah.
I just think
and,
that
and the money
punching
I'll
in his
give you in
weight.
dribs and dribs. I'm not going to give you 32,000 down for. We'll start with a small budget of $12,000 or something like that. We see if the market is reacting, and then we inject more.
okay. Look, I like the offer of having Gary and someone to bring the money, but not for 60%. Not willing to.
What's your counter offer? Counter offer them. For what? Take them to
Look,
40.
you're saying that we start with the $12,000 injection.
My offer is 32,000 that you want.
Okay.
I'm not interested in everything else that Hire does, Hire Technology. I'm just interested in this particular product.
Okay.
So I don't know why you're crying foul. I'm not going to give you $32,000 and I'll be 20% or something. I want controlling stake. I want to be able to call for an extraordinary board meeting where it needs because it's my money.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Look, I understand your concern about valuation, but for 60%, that won't be a deal. But what we can do is we can.
It's 50.
Yeah.
Gary's taking 10.
Can he buy you out in the course of time?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
So
I'm a
Milton,
businessman.
here's good counsel for you. Take the money, get a smart lawyer like Florence. I'll help you just structure the deal.
I told you, I've got friends like Nigel.
I'll just help you structure the deal. So you take the money to allow your idea to run through with a buyback clause, and then you can bring them right back to where you wanted. You originally wanted 90% control of your business. So you will agree some performance targets with these guys, but you take the money.
And I'll give you an employment contract. So you become not just a shareholder, but I'll employ you too. So I'll give you an employment contract, I'll put you on a salary, we'll agree on benefits, and then you also enjoying your 40% shareholding, but you're actually employed by us. What do you think, Gary? Performance based, of course.
Here's a young entrepreneur, and I can hear what's going through his brain. He's like, I started this, and you're taking my baby away from me. But I'm hearing what Florence is saying, and I think we should have a deal. I think we're just talking about the numbers right now. At the end of the day, we just want this baby to grow and to become a great player.
Okay, let me do this. Your concern is your money we're using your money, so if this fails, you're out of.
I'm the biggest loser.
Yeah, you're the biggest loser. What if we structure something where you have equity and then some of it is a loan as well? Because, like you said, you're not interested in the other part of the business.
Sure.
So you have the equity and a loan. So you're getting your money back.
What equity are you giving me?
Wow, Chama, he's talking back at you.
What equity are you giving me?
I would go for 20%.
No, I'm not gonna take it. Up your stake, man. Seriously.
No. You know what? All you're going to do is put in the money. That's what I'm saying. We're going to do all the donkey work. We've been in this for 6 years. We've got a proven track record of bringing in technology, digital signage technology. We have a name. Gary said that he has recognized the brand. He's seen us. So it's not like we're just coming in, we've got something that we've got no track record, and then it's like, hey.
Chamu counter.
Yeah.
Let me be honest with you. I never put my money where I have no interest.
Okay.
So the reason why I'm putting money is because I'm very much interested. Obviously, I'll be talking to you all the time, how's things going, and there are going to be some licenses, some import licenses and so forth. And obviously, I'll use my influence to get that. It's my business, isn't it?
Yes.
I am not
In
going
this
to be
together.
playing, we're in this together.
Yeah.
Gary will do the same thing. He's just not only going to focus on
Chamu,
marketing.
let's help it.
Yeah.
You go. Would you be happy with the 30 number, 10 number? That's 40. Gives him 60, and that gives you a sense that you haven't lost much, but you've got two partners on ready to drive it.
Come on, Cham, we're wearing similar shoes, man. Come on.
I like your shoes. I like your shoes. Your men are class.
Like I said, there has to,
60-40.
if we're gonna go beyond a certain level, then we have to then have a
Okay, let me say this. Let me take a cue from what Elijah said.
Yes.
Okay, I get 35%. I give you 20 grand, and then 12,000 is loan, and we put a buyback clause in the contract. Florence will draft that.
35%.
Yes.
Gary?
I'll come in at 5, very minority, but I get option to increase based on performance. So if I bring to the table some performance, I go up, pro rata. Is that a deal?
I think my lawyer wants to say something to help.
You're hired. You're hired.
She wants stake. We know her. She's like, I'll give you service, but I also want 5%. Come on, Florence, say something.
Milton, my best advice is if you are excluding your business, then they're entitled to more.
Okay.
Because they are bringing in the capital that is starting pretty much a special purpose vehicle, a new company.
Okay.
He's bringing in the expertise. He's scaling up the business to include other areas of operations. So on that basis, my best advice would be they are entitled to ask for more.
Okay. So our final thing is 20,000 as the investment, 12,000 as a loan, 20%, Gary 5%. If it's not that, then I guess we'll have to engage Gary as a consultant.
And you have to borrow money from me because I'm not coming in at 20%.
That's fine.
But I'm prepared to loan you that.
So no
Milton,
deal.
I still want to get behind you. I can't give you the financial capital, but I can certainly believe in where this thing can go. But I believe in you as much as I believe in the product. So I'm happy for a 5-10% stake. We can talk about that and finalize that. I think 10% would be a great start, but I can't give you capital. If you want me in, I'm in to get behind you, and we can put a performance clause on that. And if you don't want that, I don't deliver, you don't lose nothing. If I win, we both win.
Pritesh, you've been a bit quiet for a while. Are you trying to do the maths to say, hey, this is how much I'm going to give you?
Well, this is, here's what I'm prepared to offer. You've got the marketing support. You've got the option of financial support. What you lack is structuring and financial structuring support. I'm prepared to offer you that for 5% of your company. I'll mentor you. I'll develop your knowledge and skills financially, and I'll help structure an effective transaction for you.
Milton, you're a smart kid. You got a good track record behind you. I wish you well into the future. See you at the top. The bottom is overcrowded.
Thank you.
I'm out.
You're out. Florence?
I already indicated that I'm out.
Let's make this thing happen. I like you as much as the product. 6% is where we start, but we go higher if we perform.
If you perform, we can. If you don't perform, you can also.
Anyone else?
I need a decision.
It's gonna have to be a no. For you.
Okay.
Yeah, I
made the
came
right
here
decision.
wanting
Let's make
for
this deal happen.
marketing, so we'll go this way.
All right, we don't need to split it too many ways. Let's make it happen.
All right.
Gary, why did you shoulder him out? You made the right decision because he's out?
I knew what I wanted. I got one of them, with this Gary, at a very good rate. I'm happy about that. Nigel, will see you at the top.
I can't believe you didn't come in with that deal, Chumbo, man.
Because I wanted 20% over my money.
It's putting all the cash in.
You know, this is what I genuinely believe. The market as we speak right now in Zim is very illiquid.
Absolutely.
And so for you to actually get even a bank loan is going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
And so I think he's just missed out on the deal of the century.
Exactly.
I think
You
so too.
needed,
I think so too.
you know, he needs your money.
Yes.
And I can bet my bottom dollar, next year he'll be looking for you.
He won't be
because
coming to
he
you.
doesn't
He'll
have
be
it.
coming to me, Chamu, and I'll be coming to you.